Hello, Elvish Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of the Silver Blades with me, BlueAnkylo. Episode 3, I think, or maybe 4, whatever we're at. I think something like that. So anyway, I figured out in between episodes why some of our characters were having a hard time casting magic user spells with armor equipped, but not Christina. I looked it up, and according to the rule set for ye old gaming manuals, an elvish character, so elf or half-elf specifically, does not have the magic user armor restrictions for casting that non-elves would have. Normally, a magic user can't even equip plate mail or chain mail or anything like that. But if you're a fighter mage, you shouldn't be, like in newer rule sets, you shouldn't be able to equip heavy armor and cast, or there might be like a fumble chance depending on like what version you're playing or whatever. And in this game, in this rule set, if you picked a different race other than elves, so like say you were, what else is there even? I don't think dwarves can be mages even. Gnomes, I don't know. If you could somehow be a multi-class mage fighter or mage ranger or mage something like that, that could, or cleric mage like me, because the cleric allows you to equip heavy armor, but because if you were an elf, you should be able to cast in that heavy armor. Or if you were not an elf, you shouldn't be able to. Simple as that. That's how it works. Even a human who dual classes, which is different, right? That's a human who, say, you started as a mage, got to level 9, switched class to fighter. You don't have access to your mage spells until you get to the old level +1. So say you got to fighter level 10. At that point, you'd be able to use your magical spells from level 9 mage, and you just keep leveling up as a fighter. So that's a sort of multi-class, but it's called dual class. The rule set is supposed to stop those ones, the fighter mage dual classes, from equipping plate mail and casting magic. But it's like a bug or something. You're actually able to do it anyway, even though you're not supposed to be able to do it like that. So anyway, all I really did, to sum this all up, I guess when I created my character, I set myself as pure human, which isn't even allowed for a multi-class character anyway, really. So I just set myself to half-elf. Just pretend, well, I'm not even really a mortal being anyway. This is just all to manage the things, just to manage my ability to equip armor. I actually don't have any armor at the moment because I sold it off. Between episodes, I identified the bracers we got from the pool of, or I think from the Dragon's Horde. We got bracers of AC 4, which I'm actually going to give to Sarius as soon as I find some better armor for myself. But for now, they're for me. Sarius, unfortunately for him, is the only one that won't be able to wear plate armor, because as much as being a half-elf does allow him to cast magic in full armor, in plate mail, he can't use his thief skills if he's in anything heavier than, I think, studded leather. Maybe hide armor counts, I'm not 100% sure, but he has to be in something light armor, or else his backstabs and thievery skills they're blocked, he can't use them. So I will give him probably, like, it might be easier to give him the bracers of low armor class, and then I'll just wear plate mail once I can find some. So Christina is still a half-elf. Basically, everyone's practically a half-elf now. It's not really what I wanted, but there aren't any other race combos that really work for what I want, because I like the multi-class characters, basically. I've also changed around some spells a little bit. I'll show them off once we get to battle. Now that I know there's a lot of enemies that are going to poison us, I've added some neutralized poisons and slow poisons. I've read into what the spells do again a little bit more, just so we have more useful spells that actually accomplish something. Anyway, last episode then, we cleared out the Well of Knowledge. So basically our teleporter hub is free now, but we haven't found any other teleporting portal places. One thing I did in between was I found that there's actually a vault in this town. I didn't really explore the town very fully with you guys. We just sort of skimmed the outskirts. This place is actually really, really nice because I'm tired of always hanging on to tons and tons of money. So let's see, we now have, oh, I pooled all the money. So we've got, you know, almost 20,000 platinum. It's just too much money. It weighs you down. And we don't have a lot of jewelry or gems, but we can store that here, I think. We will store items for you or trade for platinum. So if I deposit... Did I just... Well, that's really dumb. You guys see what I just did? By trying to pool... Once you've pooled, you can't go back to deposit without... Unless it just automatically deposits it. Did it? Okay, okay. I thought I just lost everything. Okay. So if you pool, it automatically deposits everything. That's good. I thought it just dumped it on the ground and these guys stole it. Alright, that's good. So what we can do then is... we can also trade 1 gem for every 100 platinum. It's probably a bad deal in terms of... like if I tried to turn the gems back into platinum, I think you'd get a net loss. But we happen to know the well only accepts gems. So this gives us a way to change platinum into gems, and we can use that to get items or knowledge or whatever the heck it gives us. Okay, so I have no money on me. It only counts not in the bank. Alright. Now, we are going to take a little bit of money out. Let's take out just a couple hundred, so that if we need to buy something or if there's like a toll, I'll give everybody a little bit of money. But for the most part, I want... I gotta get the handle on this. I should just be using the keyboard shortcuts. Select 300. Enter. Exit. Down. T. S. 300. Exit. I'll probably be doing this kind of stuff in between episodes off camera. But I figured the first time through I better at least show it off. I'll just carry the gems. Some of the gems. Because I actually have the weakest strength. I should have given myself 19 strength just because. But yeah, because of my lower strength, I actually can't be encumbered as much as anyone else with their 1800s or their... Well, wait a second. Yeah, something's bugged out here. Shinga should have 1800 without the gauntlets equipped. I'll probably edit that later, or I can show you how to do that. Well, I'll do it later, but the point is, his character should have that much strength. And then I can just move the gauntlets to me, and then I'll be stronger, because mages can't naturally have the 18/00. It's impossible for them. Alright, so I think that's it. Enough messing around, basically. We've all got a little bit of money, but we're not... Basically, you do that so you can move at your maximum speed for whatever armor you've got equipped. Okay, so we've got a big town. I think, like, most of the other buildings are just going to be like the old man. So stay a while and listen. And, you know, maybe every time I come back to town, I'll come listen to a story or two. But I don't want to do these all at the same time. Journal 54. So, the Well of Knowledge was the heart of the old town. It controlled the gateways that allowed travel through the valley. Also, it served the old town by providing its enigmatic messages. The town used it, but they did not build it. It was there when the first men entered the valley, and it is said that it will remain when all else is gone. Alright, so there you go, everybody. We'll, maybe next episode... Oh, he gets up and rummages in an ancient battered chest. He pulls out a brownish bone scroll case and blows a cloud of dust from it. He coughs a bit, then brings it over and hands it to you. Sweet! Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I'll go over some more character story maybe on the next episode. I've spent enough time. Wow! Scroll of protection from Dragon's Breath. Thank you. He sits down again, tells you of the scroll's history, and recorded in Journal 7. Okay, well, like I was trying to say before the old man didn't go to sleep, I'll go through everyone's story a little bit more for the next one, basically. Journal 7. Some people have been leaving me some comments, basically. It's a little bit hard to click these, so that's what's happening. Okay, my uncle adventured along the shores of the Moon Sea. He was a warrior who ventured on many a great quest. He feared nothing. Nothing, that is, except dragons. And there's a lot of dragons here. Though he never met one, he was terrified by the possibility. This scroll was his insurance. When he died from a knife wound, gotten in a bawdy house, yeah, you know, those bar brawls, he passed it on to me. Seeing as how I am unlikely to survive a dragon with this scroll, I thought you might like it. Well, that's cool. I don't know exactly what that will do if I use it. He falls asleep finally. But I think that's a good one to have. I mean, you're probably... I'm just going to take a guess and say you were supposed to pick this up before we fought the red dragon at the well, and then this might have helped us survive some fireballs, but, you know, we did an okay job anyway. You can see what spells you've got memorized here, in case I didn't show that off. Okay, let's see. Where should we go next? There's a couple exits from town we haven't tried yet. Private residences all over the place. Like, I don't think... Welcome to our home, champions. Make yourself comfortable while I get some tea. I took a brief look at the hint book. I don't think there's much else in this town other than just mapping the full 16 by 16 bits. Like, I don't think there's really a whole lot of benefit to be gained. I could just fill in the map like this for you guys, but I like filling in maps, but I don't like wasting all that time. What was this guy's? Marcus the Wizard. Marcus is involved and cannot be disturbed. Well, his trinkets were really expensive. Let's have a quick look. That's a lot of money. The darts are pretty cool. I don't know if those are very good scrolls, though, spells. And that's a lot of money for arrows. So that's a little bit expensive to... Yeah, I don't think we're going to buy any of that. Yeah, that does remind me, though. If there is nothing else, then I bid you good day. Good day. We'll just stick around for a while. What? I was just going to look at my scrolls, buddy. What are you doing? I know we have a couple scrolls for mage scrolls that we started with. I forgot to look at them. More guards rush out into the corridor. Good adventurers, we are peaceful folk, but desire our privacy. Please take your leave. I mean, this is pretty suspicious. Everyone else in the town has been pretty, like, welcoming. I just want to talk to Marcus. This guard keeps not letting me in. And then you send guards to... I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sitting here. Wow, let's fight then. You want to fight? We'll fight. If that's how they want it to go, I'm not afraid of them. BC Lord. Wait a second. BC was... We've seen BC some things before, haven't we? I forget what that stands for. They only have long swords. They don't seem that tough. Whatever. Alright, Shinga. Kill them. Good start. Pixel, you also kill things. Christina, let's see. Do we have any good spells? Well, we always have Fireball. We've actually got lots of cool stuff. I've been memorizing lots of fun stuff. You know, to be honest, in these kind of human battles, the most overpowered spell is actually the Clerical Hold Person, so we'll just go with that. Hey, fella, you got smacked around. What's going on? Sarius, I actually gave him... See, now that I know what Dimension Door does properly, I can use our Thief to teleport himself behind enemies and... well, I mean, it takes multiple turns, but theoretically, if there was a line blocking him from getting to the other side, I could teleport to the opposite side and then backstab or do stuff. I tried to give him, like, sneaky, thiefy type spells a little bit if I could. What should we do here? Maybe just Fireball. Yeah, we'll just Fireball. It's fine. So, these guys have a lot of, like, hit points. So it would take a while to kill them with normal... Okay, that's good. 1 out of 3. Well, fella, at least that's one we don't have to worry about. Now, if I could still center... I'm really confused by the lack of centering, but this is the center spot. 1 up from there should protect fella. So this should hit all the BC Lords except... and not fella. Except that guy is safe. Maybe. That's the middle. So it's the corner tiles, you know. We've been over how Fireball works. We'll test it out. Okay, that looked pretty good. I think I hit almost everything. And then me, what do I want to do? Well, I'm a fan of fireballs. Fella is taking a lot of damage. Well, he's taking some damage. This was the right spot, I believe. Or we could cast it like here. I think it only has a 3 over. Like if you look at the middle of the screen, it's 1, 2, 3. That's the range of it. So 1, 2, 3. Man, I think they got their saving throw on every single damage roll there. That was disappointing. How are we doing for actually hurting these things? Fireballs might not be the best way to kill high HP enemies right now. What would be useful? We could try Stinking Cloud. It doesn't have a very long, like, range of the spell. You have to be pretty close for that to hit. Haste would always be powerful. You know what? Why don't I do the prayer? This fight... It looks like this fight is going to take a while. I'm not sure the range, the radius of bless, or of prayer. Prayer should give all of our characters a, +1 or 2 to Thaco and AC, and it should give all enemies a -1 or 2. It's pretty good. Shinga, you need to kill this guy that could hit me. Sarius, maybe you can get a good, yeah, we'll have you try to Stinking Cloud. Okay. This might... We can get it to hit 3 if I target this spot. Yeah, we got another one. Alright, fella is getting smacked down. Shinka took a couple hits there. These guys are tougher than I was expecting, I have to say. How is this guy looking? We almost killed this one? Not even, really. This guy will die next turn. So far, the fireballs did almost nothing. It's the Stinking Clouds and the, We've got Cloud Kill here. That's pretty cool. It's the Stinking Clouds and the, Hold Person that's really working well. Alright, well, at least we can cast magic with armor on. That helps. Could try Charm. I think Charm Monsters works on humans too. There is a Charm Person. I think Christina has that spell. Let's just do some damage here. Fella, yeah, you took some hits. Just finish another one off. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've even cast Charm Person before. Let's give that a try. Christina seems like the sort of thing she'd be good at. Not bad. You can only target one, but then they become your friends. It's pretty sweet. Fella, you are definitely taking some damage here. Would have been... I don't know if these guys count as evil or not, so... And I think you might have been out of range for the prayer bonus. Probably the quickest way to kill them would be to get this Hold Person off in time, if you can get that. Well, let's see. Yeah, we are actually having a good fight here. This is more dangerous than I was expecting. Mostly, I didn't realize just how much HP they had. Let's cast Enlarge on Shinga. If this does what I think it does, that should help him out a lot. When we get to Shinga's turn, I'll have a look at his character sheet. He should be considerably stronger than normal, and extra strong. Extra large. Extra large size, fun size paladin. Let me cast some Hold Person. I think that's going to be the quickest way to win this fight. Okay, 1 down, 2 down. Oh man, fella. I should have just done this from the beginning. This guy's on our side, but might as well. Yeah, you can't target the same guy twice, so... There, everything's done. So we didn't need the Enlarge, but there you go. 21 strength instead of 1800. That should give you +2 or 3 more damage and Thaco, or negative Thaco and plus damage. It's just pretty awesome, basically. Not like it matters, given that we've basically paralyzed everything. Oh no, well, yeah. Oh, he's been charmed. Right. I thought he was also stunned. We broke the charming by doing that, but it's fine. Also, I think I forgot to mention this. If you're wondering about that composite longbow, yeah, I also identified that, and it turns out it's pretty good. So, we'll use it on the guy with some HP. 2 hits is pretty good. View items. Ready, exit. I'll get faster at that over time, too. Don't want to move it. Now the stinking cloud is slowing us down. View items. Ready, exit, aim, manual. Finish that guy off. Not quite. Alright, I'll finish him off with the magic missile. So we were able to charm him, and he would have attacked his allies, except we managed to hold them all, and then attack him before... Like, if I just left him charmed, the battle probably would have ended. Anyway, we win, and we got all kinds of experience. Probably some good loot. Lots of stuff. Detect magic. Is there any plate mail for me? Oh man, this is gonna be worth a ton of money. I'm gonna assume that all this plate mail is like +1, if not +2. That's a lot. I mean, even the longswords could be worth it. All right, we'll just load up on goodies. We're still in town, so it won't be that hard to clean this up, unless the town hates us. So I mean, that's possible. Okay, we're fine. Let's, before we go any further here, I don't know if we're going to get into another battle. Let's, switch people back to the normal, shield stuff. I assume most times we're going to get into a battle, we're going to start in melee, rather than start, like, I want the AC on turn 1, rather than starting with, the bow out, basically. Should be my default equipment. That composite bow should be really nice, though. We could also check out these longswords via hackery. So, like, we can just compare all of these things to our current equipment. So, like, so we currently have -1, -1 AC here. Switch the shield out. So these are shields. These are probably all shields +1 rather than +2. And our Thaco is 9, with a longsword +1. So Thaco, that means these guys are like +3 longswords? That is way better. If that's what they actually are, that is much, much stronger. Someone was asking about, like, what kind of weapons we'll get in this game. There is a ton of different types of weapons. There's halberds and all kinds of crazy like, you know, I'll actually show this off. Just because I feel bad about this, so I should demonstrate it. If you look at the journal here, I'll pull this up. We're in the journal. We'll go way down to the bottom. Oh yeah, I gotta show off all the monsters too as we find new monsters. I forgot about that. I'll restore this. You know, when I see something new, I'll pull that up. I forgot all about that. Is this? Oh, this is actually the clue book. Sorry, looking at the wrong one. But in the journal, you don't even need the clue book. In the chart pages, these are all the weapons that are in the game, and they could technically have +1, 2, 3 enchantments on any of them. The problem is, as much as there's some cool stuff, like maybe people want to use a hammer, for instance, or a javelin, or a battle axe. There's lots of cool sounding weapons. We'll probably only find longswords, longbows, and composite longbows. We'll be lucky to find a spear. We'll be lucky even to find a two-handed sword, honestly, that's magical. Like, almost for sure, the best weapons will be a longsword +5 and a composite longbow +5 or something like that. And that's just... The game developers, they didn't throw in a lot of variety in the type of gear you find. It's just always longswords, basically. Which are good weapons. It's just, I would prefer the chance to get a spear +4 and then a halberd +2. You know, maybe a hammer of fire damage or something. But let's see. So again, 8 Thaco, damage 1d8 +7. Should go up here. 8 Thaco, 1d8 +8. Yeah, it's at least +2. May have done the calculation wrong. And then we can check the plate mail out here as well. So we currently have a Thaco of an armor class of -5. Switch out. It's the same thing. So it's probably plate mail +1. If I actually hold on, I have some in my inventory. So I can just equip it. It'll be much better than just having bracers. And then I can give these to Sarius. And that should give him an upgrade because he can't wear plate mail and do his backstabs. And I like to have that available. So AC -1 to AC -3. Good. So everyone got actually some pretty good upgrades. I'll go get the rest of it identified before we spend any more time here. You just saved the game. That was a big fight. Let's see what else is in here. So we could go south, north, I don't know. I want to see Marcus. Some assassins are here, sharpening their weapons and perusing a map of the mayor's house. So these guys are totally evil. I knew it! They charge ridiculous prices. I should have buffed up by now, honestly. I don't know what I'm doing. That would have been smart. Maybe someone will cast Bless finally. We'll get that up on us. Oh yeah, these guys are really annoying too because they poison you. Okay, I was hoping for more chokes, but that'll do. Let's see here. It's a good spell. Oh, let's get that Bless going too. So Christina, you bless our group. Actually, no, I don't think Bless works. If I remember the rules correctly, you can't... Bless doesn't apply to characters adjacent to enemies or something. Like, there's something weird about it. I'll have to look that up. Maybe we'll just go with... yeah, you know, a fireball is always good. So it should be 1, 2... We got one of them helpless, but I want to hit them all anyway. 27 damage isn't horrible. Fella, what have you got? Not in... I think Enlarge lasts a few... Like, some spells last a long time. You can cast them before battle starts. Forget which ones are which. I believe Fairy Fire will lower a target's... Well, raise a target's armor class. It makes it easier to hit them. There's a lot of spells. You know what? Let's get this protection from evil going. Try to make sure that I'm protected so they can't flank around. And we will just take a stab here. There we go. Shinga, yeah, you still have your super strength. So, might as well just... This guy has, like, no AC for some reason. Should be really easy to hit. And then there's me. I can cast fun stuff, too. I shall... We don't need haste. We'll be fine. I'll cast, what should I cast? So many spells. Do I have any more hold persons? Maybe I can get a good hold person off. Yeah, I got lots of that. Alright, so I want you to target... Actually, well, see, Shinga gets protection from evil automatically because he's a paladin. But this should give everyone except Pixel. I think it'll be everyone adjacent to Fella. I think. Okay, it might be like 10 foot is like one tile in this game, I think. So it might be anyone adjacent to Fella will get protection from evil. And you have to stay adjacent. Like if you move out of that, you might lose it. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, let's not stress out about that too much. Got him. Good. Well, 1 out of 3 isn't terrible. Alright. Shinga. 1 down. And some damage. Trying to focus down the ones that are not paralyzed, because the problem is the poison effect is really brutal. Okay, I will cast another little... Actually, no, I'm going to save my magic missile I'll be fine. These guys can't hit me. Oh, I'm overburdened. Okay, we'll guard then. Nice. Actually, I think the other one's already paralyzed anyway. So, don't worry about the guy in the cloud. Yeah, we'll just finish him off. Alright, done. That was not too bad. Yay, experience and loot. I expect... Hey, we still have detect magic applying, so we know they're all magical. That's cool. I'll just take it all. I mean, it's lots of money. I'm probably going to have too much money, like, in no time. Right, so before we go any further, cast Bless. So the whole team is blessed. There's been a lot of fights in here, and I always forget my buffs in these spells. So, for instance, if you want to look at magic effects. So yeah, protection from evil 10 radius should stay on. Like, Shinga always gets it. He's still enlarged. Everyone's now blessed. Affected by prayer. I think this works the same way as protection from evil. Anyone near me. Maybe. I'm not even sure. Maybe it's like if you cast those spells in encampment. Yeah, everyone gets affected by prayer if you cast it here. Whereas if you cast it in battle, it just might not work as good. I don't think I have any more protection from evil 10 radiuses. I only have one of those. Oh well. Those are the good buffs that I wanted anyway. Okay, so they don't last forever, but you can take a few steps, a fair number of steps before they go off. Especially at 1 minute per step. If I switch to search mode, it's 10 minutes per step. As you enter, a symbol blazes beneath your feet. Ooh, that hurts. 31, 28, 32. Wowzers, that's a lot of damage. A dark mage is reclining in a chair here. He gives a small chuckle. I am so glad you found my welcome mat. What is happening within the mines and the glacier is none of your concern. Know that I am Marcus of the Inner Circle, and your lives are in my hands. Hide away in this little town, and I may not crush you. For now, take these pets as a sign of my affection. Monsters suddenly appear around you. Suddenly appear around Marcus and advance on you. He laughs again, then disappears. Well, this guy is a real jerk. Not only did he charge unbelievable rates, he burned us on his welcoming mat and summoned some monsters. So we've got fire giants, cockatrice, and Medusa. That's interesting. Let's have a quick look at our journals. Show you what these guys are all about. Actually, I'm not sure the journal would even have it this time. I think there used to be like 3 books. Oh no, they're here. Maybe the hint guide gives you like weaknesses for these guys. We're not going to worry about that just yet. So we had, what, fire giants or something? F for fire giants? Fire giants. Brutal and ruthless warriors. Huge dwarves, flaming red or orange hair, coal black skin. Well, it gives you a nice description of them. What else was there? Medusas. Hideous women creatures with coiling masses of snakes for hair. They can turn a person to stone with their gaze. I do not like stuff that can do that. And then finally was cockatrice. Repulsive creature that appears as part cock, part lizard. They have the power to turn flesh to stone. So the cockatrice and the Medusa need to die first, the way I see it. Maybe our hint book will give us a strategy for these things. Gives you a better picture. Do not allow them near characters with high AC. Use missile, fire, and spells. Yeah, well, you know how it is. What about Medusas? Fire giants, immune to fire. That's good to know. I mean, it makes sense, but you know, it's good for them to clarify that. And finally, what am I looking for? Medusa. Petrifying grays. Can be reflected back upon them with readied mirrors. That's cool. I mean, that makes sense lore-wise. So if everyone had a mirror equipped, it'd be pretty sweet. The hair is a mass of poisonous snakes, so avoid melee. Well, you know, we don't have a lot of options here, given that there's, like, no room to maneuver. Cue epic boss battle, anyway. Boss battle music. So, Fireball's not the best here. We're pretty well buffed up. Let's see, how much HP do they have? Oh, they'll go down pretty quick. I think we can just kill them off. As long as we don't get turned to stone. A little bit scary. We could try hold monster. That might work, actually. We could just fireball them. It won't work on the fire giants, but it'll be just fine against all of the rest of these jerks. Could try snake charming. Do you think that works on the snakes? Somehow I doubt it works on these things. We're just gonna fireball these things, I think. I know it won't work on the fire giants. I hate you guys. Why would you let them kill me like that? Why would you let them do that to little old Ankylo? We don't have... I'm pretty sure the spell, the clerical spell that turns flesh to stone, stone to flesh again, is like level 6 or something, or level 7 tier. Like, we're nowhere near that kind of magic yet. You're not supposed to let the Medusas kill me before I even get an action. Stoned. Psh. Psh. Not happy. Yeah, if I could have just used my fireballs in time. Oh, sorry about that, Pixel. Well, we need to kill the cockatrice. Alright, alright. Well, we should be fine. By we, I mean everyone that's not me. Die. Of course I'm the first one to die. Well, no, sorry. Our ranger got poisons killed first, which is very similar. It was an easy fight. It was just, you know, the Medusas, there's no way... I don't even think you can interrupt them with magic missiles, and unless you knew there was Medusas in this fight and had mirrors ready, there's just no way you could do anything. Arrgh! Look at all this experience I'm probably never gonna get. Jeez. So do we get cool stuff at least? Yeah, we got lots of money. That's great. Let's just share that. This is probably all magical, so we'll just pick it all up. We'll go get it identified. Maybe we do get a magical halberd after all. Alright, well, hopefully that's it. Hopefully we don't get killed by the welcome mat on the way out. You know, there is a spell called Find Traps. It might work in that situation. We have found Marcus's stash of items and are selling them off. Are you interested? What, you're going to charge me? Oh, no, this is just the entrance. Okay, so I guess the town figured out what happened pretty quickly. New Verdigras Magic Shop. I guess they figured it out and opened up shop in his place instantly. Were those prices better, by the way? They looked like... Yeah. This was like 200 bucks, so they might be like a quarter the price. So, I mean, that's nice. Except that I'm turned to stone. It's going to be expensive to fix, I think. Alright, you gotta help me out, priests. Stone to flesh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Strike every blow in glory. I don't even know how much it cost. Maybe it was free. Maybe because they summoned us here, they just don't charge us for that kind of stuff. I don't know. Alright, let's finish this up before we end the episode with a little bit of training, seeing as Sarius managed to get himself a level up. Welcome to being a level 11 thief. Enjoy your 1 HP. That's not terribly lucky, I don't think. Plus 1 HP. Well, he's a triple multi-class, so I guess that's how it works. Alright, well, what I'm really interested in, more so than that, and the fact that I didn't get any experience. Gonna have a little cry. Yeah, so if he's got 332... Oh no, I've got more experience than him anyway. I don't know. Who knows what happens. I think if you're dead or turned to stone or poisoned, you don't get experience for the fight. But I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong once or twice. Alright, we don't want to go to the pub yet. Thanks, townsman, for harboring a horrible mage in your town and not warning me about him. But this is where I wanted to go anyway. We can get everything identified quick. Just pool our money. And let's just go through this quick to see what kind of awesome stuff we've got. This should be identified already, yeah. So we actually get a good broadsword. I mean, maybe I had that little talk about how we're only going to get long swords that are magical. Maybe I lied. Maybe I lied. By lying, maybe I didn't know, but like the broadsword is better than the longsword in that situation. It's a 2d4 instead of 1d8, which is basically the same range. Instead of 1 to 8, it's 2 to 8 damage, but I like 2d4 more than 1d8 because it's a little bit more balanced, like it's a little bit more average damage, and it's less likely to roll a 1 or a 2, basically. Alright, so that's good. I'll hold on to that longsword +2 until I know if we need more of those for somebody else. Okay, these ID'd. Halberd +1. Shield +1. We got a +2 sling. Slings are okay. They're not as good as bows. They don't take, like, they use rocks, but you don't have to carry rocks around. You just, unlike, you know, Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, you just pick up rocks and use them anytime you want. So you don't have to go around micromanaging your arrow stockpiles. I don't think a halberd +1 will be good enough. I'm pretty sure it's two-handed, and that'll not let us use a shield. And it's only a +1 anyway. We've already got +1 weapons, so it's not that good. The shield +1 is probably not good enough either. Okay, Pixel, we didn't give anything. Christina's got some stuff to ID. Another longsword. Okay, this is all from that guard fight, I think. I already identified that. Yeah, so longswords +2 for everybody, basically. That's pretty good. Plate mail +1 at least. It wasn't actually any better. I must not have been paying attention when I was equipping everything. That's fine. New items. ID. You also, I don't think you can sell them. I think you can sell them for more after they've been identified, maybe? Yeah, no. So, like, if you're not sure, like, let's just say you picked up all the items from a battle without identifying them, and you were in a shop selling them, whatever the base price for plate mail is, it's higher than, like, I'm selling it for more than what the normal price would be, so the shopkeeper knows it's magical, even though we haven't identified it yet. And then that's kind of a way you could pseudo-identify stuff quickly, or you can tell by how much you're going to sell it for whether or not you even should identify it. Because if you identify something that's not magical, you don't get anything out of it. It's just a waste of $100. But, I mean, the point at this point, at this point, we don't need money. Like, it's not a big deal. We're not going to need a long sword. Oh, right, I forgot to identify this one. Yeah, we're not going to need +1 weapons. We're already ready. We're already at, like, +2 weapon style, basically, I think. And we'll identify this stuff quick. Yeah, okay, so basically the way I see it, everyone's going to have a +2 weapon of some sort, +1 or 2 plate mail, and +1 or 2 shields at this point in the game. Except for Sarius, who will use the bracers, and technically doesn't even need the armor right now, because the bracers are giving him a better base armor class than the leather armor can help with. I think leather armor +2 is like, I think leather is 10, like bracers of AC 10, which is your not very good, I think, by default. And +2 brings it down to 8, and then minus your dexterity bonus and all that stuff. So he would need leather armor. It's either, maybe it's 8 or 9 or something, but I think he would need like +4 or 5 leather to compete with this. And bracers of AC do go down to 2 and 0, so you can get really, really good bracers if you're lucky. We'll sell that. Anyway, I'll do some inventory management off camera. Everyone's been leveled up. I'll rest up and restore spells and stuff and store the money. And we got caught up in town today, but you know, that's fine. I was kind of thinking of exploring the rest of the town anyway. Maybe we'll come back. I'll have the map fully explored for you unless something different happens as we explore around, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. If you made it this far, it sounds like you liked the video, so maybe you could click that button while you're here. And I'll see you in the next episode for some more fun. Thanks for watching.